Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Logitech Play to Win Series Season 3, the Valorant Quarterly Tournament. And these are the Division B matches. We have match number 54 going live today, and it's going to be the Team Saints versus Yakuza Akatsuki, who is going to be taking on each other. And of course, let's take a look at the rosters because as I've been told the match is ready to start. So let's take a quick look at the rosters before we get into the game. So on the side of Saints, we have Pepsi, uh, Nal, Vat, Saints, Homer, and Kawasaki. And on the side of Akatsuki, we have Arrow, Retro, Jesse, Adiz, Janit Bro, and Sana, who is going to be playing today. So with that, I think we are ready to start. The map is of course going to be Ascent. And just before we get into the game, a massive shout out to Logitech for coming in for the third season as well, giving all these esports athletes a chance to participate and earn some money and showcase their skills. And of course, we do have prize money for Division B as well as Division A. So, and also the winners of Division B, or the top two teams from Division B, will be moving on to Division A next season. So with that, I think we are ready to go. And of course, the match will be casted by none other than Might. Over to you to take us through the play-by-play.
Thank you, Tara. As we are going into the Agent Select match 54. Again, Ascent, as we've discussed, one of the better maps, for Killjoy. Again, we're gonna have to see whether the players are gonna incorporate the Killjoy as a Sentinel, or is gonna stick with purely the Sage, which has also been a rising custom these days. As Team Saints are gonna go for the Omen, though it seems as if as Null is gonna hover over Omen again. I still think that Astra is one of the better controllers on this map, but when it comes to aggressive plays, Omen is better. And what we've seen from Division B is that all these players are very aggressive. They love to take fights, they love to take control as quick as possible. And again, as we go into the agency, like we see on the side of Yakuza and on the side of Team Saints as well, two Omens, two Jets, two Renas, two Sovas. The only difference comes with the Cypher and the Sage. Again, interesting difference here. Uh, Obviously, Cypher a much more stronger center when it comes to the attacking sides as well, as he's able to check his flank and make sure that the players can always do not need to look at their back constantly. But again, Sage, one of the better sentinels when it comes to defense with the recent meta as well, with Cypher's trips going completely null. Cypher's trips not giving any value once he is taken out, unlike Sage's the barrier. And we are gonna see the attackers gonna posture up for a push up B main here. Jesse gonna slowly make his way onto B. Not gonna get any information whatsoever as the defending Jet moves back onto the CT area. Arrow again slowly. Nice crosshair by Arrow though. Again, all these players have their own little gimmicks that they want to try out. As Arrow spots the rain on the defensive side, the Lear's out to stop any push as Pepsi is gonna run away, but that's the side taken for Team Yakuza. As Jesse's gonna try and move up this stairs area. The owl drone gonna get a bit of information onto them. But Sanix has the anger. Sanix can do a lot of damage from this area. But look at this push by Retron, as Retron gets 2 kills on the round. Hello and welcome, viewers. We had a little technical difficulty there as we seem to have missed the first round, but the first round was a flurry of kills on base side as team Yakuza was able to get control of the round. And again, we're gonna posture up for this B hit. Saint Pepsi gonna be taken down by Arrow up in that stairs area. The stairs area has been quite contested here in the B side as they're gonna get the kill. Arrow has the angle onto Null, and Null gets taken by Jesse. It's down to a 2v3
Last player
as
standing.
Retron gets taken, takes down Saint Kwask, and it's down to a 1v3 on the side of Saint Wad. And I'm not sure whether he can pull this off with only 22 HP remaining. 3 players with full HP is gonna try and hunt him down. He's gonna, I mean, no real use of saving this Spectre. He'd rather go for a kill and try to do some more economic damage, but it seems as if though he wants to save the gun. No, he's gonna wait and hold an angle. Again, dying to the spike here would actually net him a lot more benefit than living. As he's gonna get the first pick onto the Tron. Almost gets the pick onto Jesse as well, as Jesse takes him down with the jumping Spectre. Again, something very tilting that a lot of players do want to see. But that's second round there going in favor of Team Yakuza. And this will be the first gun round for Team Saints. Yakuza Akatsuki. Of course, well, everyone who's watched Naruto knows what Akatsuki is. And I mean, anyone who knows the anime community knows what Akatsuki is, which is the rogue organization of supervillains that control the world from its shadows. And Arrow, and that Arrow's gonna try to take a kill through Omen's dark cover. Not really gonna get anything as the jet of Saint Homer gets spotted out. Null almost gets spammed down as Arrow dashes into side the tailwind, using it to extreme perfection. But Kowalski though on this CT area gets 2 picks with the Iron
Spike
Phantom.
down,
Saint
Pete.
Pepsi takes down
One
Saint
enemy
Homer also with the kill. It's down. Arrow, what was that?
No charges
A
left.
insane spray down to get 3 kills on the round. He's gonna get the pick out of Saint as well. He's going for this. He has 30 HP. He's gonna get detected by the dart. And Saint Homer though, although he has a Spectre, he's gonna go up against a very damaged Arrow as he takes on Arrow again. Almost clutched that round. Almost an ace clutch there by Arrow. What an insane spray down there in base side. Completely just threw off the defenders, and I have to say that's a lot of economic damage down to Team Saints. Although they may have won the round, that's 4 of their guns down, and only Saint Homer is gonna carry a gun to the next round, which and Null of course is gonna go for the Phantom as well. But all the others, although they won the round, look at the economy. It's down in shatters as Arrow's gonna run through this mid area. It gets detected though. The two stack up in Cubby might be able to net him anything, but it seems as if though the 2 players up in Cubby realize there's something wrong as Jesse's gonna get the pick onto Saint Pepsi. I thought Arrow was gonna get it there. Kowalski tries to escape, not really led there by Arrow, who goes in. Homer though on Heaven gets a big Null on side near this generator area, gets the pick onto Sans X Saint Homer on the other side of the map
One
as well,
enemy
getting
remaining.
Jesse. It's down to
Spike
one
down
player
A.
here on the side of Akatsuki. It's Addis on the Omen. He sees the paranoia from a side. He sees the spike as well, but look at this anger from Saint Homer. He knows that Addis has no way to get up there without making a sound cue from the tree area, and the only angle which he could possibly come in would be this angle up in Heaven. Saint Homer has their nice flick there onto Addis. Obviously he had only 2 angles to check, and Homer had the better angle there as he gets the picker's advantage and gets the kill. Look at this tiny little crosshair by Saint Homer, again minuscule, and it's green as well. Again, if you're a normal Valorant player like me, I mean, I hate playing with small crosshairs. I'd love it when my crosshair's huge and it has this It shows every. I mean, it covers the entire enemy's head. Must be why I miss a lot of headshots. But still, again,
Get
having
out
a
of my
small
way.
crosshair. Look at Chase's crosshair again. This is what something that Scream from Team Liquid made popular. The dot crosshair. As Jesse's gonna slowly work his way up B main again. Arrow has constantly been challenging this A cubby, but not really netting anything for them. Oh, that's a nice cybercam. That's a nice cybercam there. He's gonna hear the sound cue of the players copping up through the A main area. The tripwire. Owl drone not really doing any. Not really taking out the tripwire. As Jesse's gonna get almost. Oh, Jesse gets. Oh, again. Very well played there by the Cypher. The setup's extremely well placed. Not only the one way, but the trip as well to make sure that the arena cannot push through. And he's gonna take out the cybercam again. Well spotted there. But it seems as if though this is gonna be a rotate for Team Akatsuki. We're gonna wait and see as Saint Pepsi
There.
is gonna slowly aggress through this mid area. Not really gonna get any
There.
30
information.
seconds left.
But he wants to pick. He wants to pick. I can hear his RGL saying, "Don't pick, don't pick, don't pick, don't pick." And Saint Wet gets the tag onto the jet, and Saint Pepsi is gonna get rewarded
Yeah.
for his patience as Addis 2 gets spotted by the drone. But look at this up in a side. Saint Homo on generator gets a
seconds
pick
left.
onto Retron,
Spike down
and
A.
it's down to a 1v5. Sanet actually makes it into the side, but has way too many angles to check as the Cypher from heaven and the jet from side is gonna start spraying him down. He has nowhere to get his bullets to go, and he's gonna get taken down. That's a third round on the side of Team Saints. This match actually seems to be quite intense. Both these teams, very back and forth rounds. It was only that early round that we saw all 5 players surviving. It usually comes down to a 1v1 or a 1v2. Again, as Valorant fans, as people who love watching Valorant, that's all what we want, right? Exciting games. No matter how much you like a team, no matter how much you support them, the more exciting the game is, the better we feel. It seems as if though Team Akatsuki is gonna get there. Hang on to B. Send what's giving the setup gets kill onto Jesse. Oh my god, these Cypher plays. I am loving it. Here as Arrow is gonna make his way up into this
Spike
generator area.
down
Spike
A.
carrier is taken down by Null.
One enemy
That
remaining.
gonna go for the shock dart. Not gonna do damage. Oh, as it's down to Arrow. Can Arrow do this? No, Arrow is through. Arrow gets taken down through the smoke by the shock dart by Saint. Well, and it's 4 rounds for Team Saints, and it seems as if though Team Saints have now realized what they were doing wrong, and they are down here. They want redemption for the 2 rounds they lost. They want to take the lead. They want to take hold of this game, finish it early, go and grab a bite for dinner. 4 rounds here, and it seems as if though again this is gonna be a bye round for Team Akatsuki. Four ultimates on their side as well, as they have it's only the Blade Storm that's missing from their side, but Saint Homer with the operator and takes down Retron, and Arrow is tagged down to 1 HP. It takes down Jesse as well, and is gonna try and go for the gun, not really get anything for himself as he's only 1 HP. There's no Sage in their side. The Sage has actually been taken down initially. Again, something very annoying when your Sage player gets taken down first in the side, so like you have nothing there after that to depend on. Again, one of the problems in ranked is when you have a Sage, the Sage gets a dude to heal every single person, and Sanex though gets a kill onto Null there. The dark cover placed up in B main, really not netting any information for Addis here. Saint Homer is gonna hold this angle till he dies, but look at this battle in mid as Pepsi gets the
Spike
kill
down,
onto
B.
Sanex, and that's the spike down. This is so unfortunate, not expecting Pepsi to be holding that off angle up in up that close as he's
30
gonna
seconds
rush
left.
up and try to get the kill onto the Omen. Addis almost gets the kill, but it's a 4K on the round for Saint Pepsi. Almost get it there if it wasn't for that operator frag at the start of the round by their jet player Saint Homer. Pepsi and Homer on this defensive side, especially. Again, Duel is showing up on the defensive side, something that I really like to see, especially a lot of people seem to assume that duelists have to come to the attacking rounds to actually show up. No, it seems it's not just it's not just being it doesn't mean that you have to be passive in your defense. These players have constantly been peeking aggressive angles, doing ego peaks, not unnecessarily aggressing onto their unfortunate events per se. It's almost as if they know exactly what they're doing. The comms look clean. And look at this. Homer gets a pick up in mid and he's gonna come back up to A because he realizes that there cannot be a player up B since the camera is gonna give them a lot of information, and that's Arrow gets a revive. It's a 5v5 on the side, and from the shadows used by Addis to get onto the back of B side. Null, does he have an idea of this? Null, I don't think Null knows about this. Null's gonna use it from the shadows as well. He's gonna try and go back onto B main, gonna get information about what happened. He's gonna cancel it out. This is B side taken here. And it's gonna be a 5v5 retake. Oh, this is gonna be exciting. We have 4 ults on the side of Team Saints and 2 ultimates on the side of Team Akatsuki. Will see what they want to do here. The mid door gets taken down. Pepsi has the Empress up. He's gonna try a spam on Restore. Restore gets killed. Saint over though gets kill onto Addis. The Lear by Saint well, Jesse gets a kill on Saint Wakski. The Emperor on Jesse is doing so much for Jesse. Gets a second kill as well. He's gonna get the kill on to Saint well. The third kill on the round. It's down to a 1v2. The Soa is pushed up in B main to use the Hunter's Fury on time, but it seems as if though he's not gonna use it. Obviously, no need for him. He's gonna save up his Hunter's Fury, and Null gets taken out by the spike. That's the 5th round for. That's the 3rd round for Team Akatsuki as they come back strong. Again, that from the shadows by Addis there again, which actually won them the round. To be honest, if it wasn't for that brave, I mean, I wouldn't go as far as to say that it was tactically sound from the shadows since they had no information. But the information that they had was that there were 4 players up in A. So the other player, the 5th player on the defensive team, could not be up. I mean, the only place he could be up in was mid, since that would mean he could rotate quick onto B or to A in a situation where he had to. Double drone this time is actually gonna take out the Cypher Trip on the A area, but doesn't really take out this. And look at this, Saint Quas is gonna spam away, not really gonna get the kill this time as Arrow dodges the spams really nicely. Nicely done, good movement here. Saint Quas gonna get the kill on to Retron though. Null, oh, Pepsi gets kill onto Jesse. We're not diff here. The spike not yet planted. Addis gets taken down by Pepsi. Pepsi here doing so much work up in this free area as Kowalski is gonna peek up from heaven. Pepsi is gonna close it out as kill onto Arrow, and this is 6 round onto Team Saints. Team Saints are like, you know what, you guys got 1 round. Okay, relax. You're going to get a little excited. We still have the upper hand. We still have the confidence to take those aggressive picks.
That goes there.
Again, Kowalski, man, this guy's Cypher setup. Again, it's the same setup though. Again, something that I'm not really sure of is he constantly keeps using the same singular setup. But it seems to be working, so I mean, why try to fix what is not broken, right? As it seems as the Team Akatsuki, they are on an eco. This is a sure shot round for Team Saints from the get-go, as Arrow is gonna try and dash into side. He's gonna put the cloudburst up in it. There.
Spike carrier is killed.
Then Quas gonna get the
down
spray
A.
on Retron as well. It wasn't even Retron who got caught with the trap fire. That is so unfortunate as a spam through the dark cover. It's gonna tag down Arrow and Homer takes down Arrow through the dark cover. That is so unfortunate. Check him, PC as Quas. He takes 3 kills in the round. Finishes it off with the Reaver Vandal. And that's several rounds for Team Saints. Again, this is what I've noticed throughout the entire division is
This
the lack
goes
of a
here.
default is what loses you rounds on attacking. The moment you don't
That
show
goes there.
presence in different areas of the map, the easier it is for teams, especially in who are playing at this level, to rotate quick onto a site. In a ranked game, of course, it could be very easy for a 5-man rush to happen because
Get out
there
of
is
my way!
no expertise in comms as such. But when it comes to this level of the game, you have to make sure that you keep defensive players on their toes, as Jesse is gonna put the Lear up in mid-try and walk up. Arrow with the Blade Storm gets tagged on 32, though gets the kill and gets the heal as well, so that's all good for him. No real trade up in this mid area. This is the
No
first time
touch
actually
left.
seeing them push up. They push up mid. Good decision here. Really taking all away all that Cypher's
Spike
control
down
that they
mid.
were having. But Saint Pepsi
triggered.
though, he is not gonna relent as Arrow takes down Null though. This is interesting. This is getting a little spicy. But look at the spike. The spike is left up in this mid area. Saint Homer takes an arrow with the operator, and this is unfortunate. It seems as if though Team Akatsuki is gonna aggress onto
Scanning ahead.
B.
There they are.
As Saint Homer gets taken down by the dart, almost gets taken down by Jesse. Spam shots not really hitting him.
30 seconds left.
Stanic's gonna go for the plant behind the default boxes. As Jesse is gonna play on site with him. The key factor of this round would be Addis. Would Addis be able to net himself at least one kill from this angle? Because if he does, it would mean so much. But look at this, the Hunter's Fury completely off target, not really hitting anything. Kowalski takes on Jesse, really using
Player
the
standing.
catch him using the wrong utility at the wrong time. The neural theft. Neural theft gets information that Addis is so far away. Addis is gonna try and spam this, but he has 2 boxes, 2 layers of material to shoot through. He does not shoot through it, as Peps is gonna peek and take him down mid
Last
reload.
round before the
And
switch.
that's the round there for Team Saints, as well as they go up 8. Last round of the match, the last round of the half. God, that was a big mistake. But yeah, last round of the half.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
As it seems though Team Akatsuki is gonna be on a very wonky buy. I mean, look at Addis. Addis is on a Vandal and half shields. Everyone, 3 players on half shields, 2 players not really having any utility whatsoever. No ultimates except for the resurrection. Again, not something that will give a lot of purchase, as Kowalski is holding the angle with an Odin, waiting for someone to pick. The spike's gonna get planted though. Oh, I love this. I love this from Arrow, but he drops down. Not really going for any aggressive picks again. Now the presence of the Odin is noticed. Arrow's gonna get taken down by Saint. Well, not before doing a lot of damage there. Empress on Saint Pepsi, as he's gonna help Saint Homer get the pick onto him. Saint Pepsi gets kill onto Addis on that long angle as well. Saint Homer takes down San X. It's down to the stage player. He can only take down Saint Val, as Pepsi finishes off the half with a 9 round in total for them. Victory of the half goes unironically, unequivocally to Team Saints, as they go up 9 rounds to 3, which only means they need to win 4 rounds in this half. Again, a lot of players seems to agree on the fact that Ascent can be a very defender-sided map, especially when it comes to aggressive comms, purely because of the fact that the map is not designed in such a way where you can aggress onto sites that easily. You have to consistently make sure that the defensive rotations are limited, but that's really showing here as Team Saints really not getting any pressure on the extremes while they were on the defense. It was only on one side. We can see them as they're gonna do the same exact thing. They're all gonna huddle up into aim and slow walk down this lane area. We're gonna watch Saint Pepsi with the Ghost, Alia, and one dismiss slash devour. Depends on the situation. The Leah out as they rush into sight. 5-man push. No control into heaven though. Again, interesting. Not having control of heaven really does put them at quite a disadvantage. But Pepsi, look at Pepsi. He's gonna aggress onto tree. He's gonna get. Oh, does he get the kill? No, Rich Rotten gets the kill onto Saint Pepsi. This is unfortunate, but look at this. Look at this huddle up inside. There's so much happening as Saint Homer gets 2 picks. Saint first gets a pick out of the Adi's gonna take a pick. Saint Homer gets a 3rd pick and Null trades him out. And that's the round there for Team Saints as they go up 10 rounds to 3. Okay, this is unfortunate. Right now, Team Akatsuki has to make a decision here. Whether they are gonna full buy up or whether they are gonna save and play for overtime. But looking at what has been transpiring this last few rounds, I'm pretty sure they should have they should full buy and try and win this round because Team Saints are playing out of their minds right now. Especially Pepsi with 18-6 and Homer as well, right behind him, 17-4. So gonna pause for a push up into B main. The dark cover is gonna be placed inside the Leah out there, not really netting anything. The lack of a Cypher or a Killjoy really hurting Team Akatsuki here, as it's really hard to go for a retake without those agents who can consistently make sure to give presence and keep a certain level of control. As Null is gonna stick up in B main, that is gonna really it all comes down where he can take the pick onto Arrow here. Arrow gets taken down. That is so unfortunate as Null gonna get the 2nd pick as well. Yes, he's gonna get the 2nd pick onto San X as well. It's a 2v4. Null on 26 HP. This is not impossible for Team Akatsuki as Rich Rotten peaks and this almost gets picked onto Null, but we are gonna see what Team Akatsuki are made of. It seems as if though it seems this round is not for their taking, as Saint Homer is gonna take down Rich Rotten, who was trying to retreat back onto the defender spawn, and that's the round 11 there on the side of Team Saints as they need only 2 more rounds to close out the map and progress up through the bracket.
That goes there.
Again, all the matches in Division B right now are best of ones in these bracket games. All players fighting for a prize pool of 30,000. Arrow gonna go for a big, gets the kill on stage. What a shot there, nice for Saples. Oh, gets collateral. He gets a collateral. That's 3 kills on the round on Amen. This could be the round they needed. The Leah not blinding him because he's half hidden by the dark cover. What a performance there by Arrow on the A main area, as Saint Pepsi knows Arrow is hungry. He's gonna wait for Arrow to peek the that is so unfortunate, but now Saint Pepsi doing so much work as they're gonna get 2 kills. He's gonna take down Retorton, and Saint Pepsi, although he was caught in the paranoia by Null, he takes down Arrow, and it's a 2v2 on this map here. I have no idea how Team Saints turned that around up in this main area. Arrow, that was such a good performance. That was such a good play up in that corridor of A main, but deciding to aggress further with 3 teammates, knowing that you are at a disadvantage on the round. Not with that best decision, as they have now given over a Vandal to Saint Pepsi, who is not missing his shots. This is a free Vandal on Saint Pepsi as well. This is so unfortunate. It's a 1v2 and it's looking really bad for Ardis, who has only a Spectre and a fully healed up Reyna to fight with. As Ardis is gonna slowly walk up this lane area. Null very low on HP. He noticed the Reyna player by the looks of it. He's gonna and he's just gonna try and slow walk up this area. Here's the. It's a fake shouted step, but he gets a kill on Null. Could this be one here? The time is against Nadis as he takes taken down by Pepsi, and Pepsi clutching out the round. They were not supposed to win that, but they do,
Match point.
and that's match point for Team Saints. Again, I stress this over and
Need a
over
drop.
again.
Thank you. Need a drop.
Do not go for
Thank you.
unnecessary
Need a
aggressive
drop.
plays when you are at a round disadvantage. Arrow, they are doing so much work in A main, but those three players pushing up A long. Maybe they assumed that the two players would have already rotated onto B, but look at this. Saint Homer already has
There.
gotten a pick up in this mid area. And this is what I said about Cypher's strength. Look at this Cypher luck from Kowalski. He's staying up in B, waiting for any push out of B to happen because they know that team Akatsuki has a
Get out of
tendency
my
to go
way.
for aggressive pushes on the extremes, but not really getting any information though, as team Akatsuki have already rotated up onto this A side. Saint Homer. Arrow takes down Kowalski with the knives there up in the B main. Up in the B lobby area. It seems as if though they are trying to go for a rotate. Again, good rails here on the side of Team Saints, realizing that there's a stack
Scanning
on the
ahead.
side of Team Akatsuki on B, but it seems as if though they're a little bit late. Two players already postured up in market, ready for this push to happen. Jesse gonna hold this
30
angle
seconds
till
left.
he dies. Null takes down Arrow in the meantime in the mid area as Null goes for paranoia and notices RDs, and he's gonna get the pick out of RDs as well. That it's unfortunate. It's a 2v4 on the side of the defenders. Jesse gonna run through onto the stairs area, notices Rena player not really getting any kill off that from the shadows used by Null to get into the defender spawn. Oh no, this is so unfortunate. So unfortunate here as Null is already in
Player
their
standing.
spawn as Null takes down Jesse. Null and Saint Well
Attackers
gets the
win.
final pick onto Stan X. It's a 13-3 dominant performance by Team Saints. Just so impressive how the team played as a whole, especially not just the fact that the duelists on Saint Pepsi and Saint Homer showed up, but especially the fact that the Cypher doing so much work, and Null with his paranoias and with his dark covers providing support, Saint Well staying alive until the very end, helping his teammates clutch up his rounds. It's just, I mean, the SOA utility is built to clutch rounds. SOA is supposed to be the last agent that goes into sight as well. Especially you see this, a lot of these players who are good clutch players play SOA because SOA is built to become this agent who can stay and hold sites and and play a lot of post plant positionings. And Val did it so well. He may not be up in the frag category, but he has 12 assists, which is exactly what you need from initiators to initiate those fights for you and take control alongside you. And that's the game, boys. What a game here. And Terra, over to you.
Thank you, Mike, and yes, a very good performance by Team Saints here. I think overall, all five of them played really well. The two duelists doing their job, top fragging with 22 and 20 kills, and then we had Cypher with some really good plays, Null on that Omen. Really good paranoias going in, getting those pickoffs, and even Saint here on that SOA, playing those post plants, clutching out one round as well. And I think the entire team played very well, and I think this is going to be a team to look out for since we are heading towards the latter part of the tournament. This is match number 54. We will be having another match today at 10 p.m. and of course this is the Logitech Play to Win Series Season 3, the Valorant Quarterly Tournament, and these are Division B matches. The winners of the top two teams from Division B will be moving forward into Division A for the next season. So it's always important to keep an eye out for these teams who are performing, because these teams will be the ones, if they do win, who is going to be represented in Division A. And with that, we'll be signing off for the time being, and a huge shout out to Logitech in the meantime as well. And we will be back again with you guys at 10 p.m. with another action-packed match of Valorant. But until then, it is me, Terra and Might, signing off. See you guys again at 10 p.m.